Hello, spooky lovers and lovelies. As you guys know, I normally like to play a spooky, scary map once a week on my channel. I really love horror maps. I don't know why I like to put myself through torture, but I figured at this point it'd be good for me to make a list of some of my favorite ones. This is going to be a top 5. I might do an honorable mention at the end. This video is not going to have older maps in it probably, or like really popular classic ones. The Devouring, for example, will be left off, just so I can give more unique maps that people may not have played before. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this in order, but I do have a number 1, so that's going to be last. That map is so good. Anyways, if you don't want spoilers, you can just check the description for the maps. I tried to make it as concise as possible, just so that I could tell you guys what the map is and show a little bit of gameplay. Every map on the video today will have a full-length video, also in the description, or maybe I'll put it mid-video too if I can do that. Isn't this map so cool? The vibes here are so good. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, so this is a fun one. It Lives. Obviously, it's based off of the movie It. Okay, so this one is a fun map. When I first read the description of this map and chose to play it, it said it was a like light or short horror map, and I come from old school VRChat. So to me, that meant like 3 minutes, 2 jump scares in and out, you know, like the good old days. Instead, I got one of the scariest maps I played ever. And what makes this map so scary is that it really builds up your sense of dread, that every room you go into, you're gonna get a jump scare. And it's not a lazy one either. Like, they build up, they're all different like that. And it was really fun. It also has a lot of SCP elements in it, which I found really cool. And it's a local map, so if you want to play with your friends, you're all going to be scared separately together, if that makes sense. Anyways, I highly recommend this map. It is still a short map, but it was fantastic. Tent of Terrors is a map that I recently played. I think what really surprised me about this game is how scary it was. And I know that sounds so silly, especially since this is a horror map video, but you start off in this super cute circus and immediately it changes to that classic VRChat glassy horror map, and the story starts to kick off right after. As you play, you'll start to see that the map slowly changes and the horror version of the world starts to enter the circus part. I know I just showed one, but if you're someone who does not like a lot of in-your-face jump scares, then I definitely recommend this map. I think it only had just the one I showed, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll just go ahead and say this one has a very fun ending. If you don't like mannequins, don't play this one. Another one of my favorites, and another recent one, is Anna. This is a horror room waiting map. So it's a lot different than the other ones. Things will trigger as the time continues, but as it does, it gets scarier and scarier. This one is extremely fun with friends, and it has a really fun ending. This map features a doll named Anna, who may or may not be possessed, and may or may not possess a player at random. And I may or may not have been that player the last time I played. This is a really fun map to just kind of jump into and let the map do the work for you. But I will say, you do get separated in this map, so just be on the lookout for that if you don't like to be alone. Here we have Backspace.
Hello? Can you hear me? Test, 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 test.
To do this map, you will have to listen to an AI and figure out whether or not you trust them. That AI being Backspace. What makes me love this map is just how fun it is. There's so many fun jump scares in this map. And the story is so amazing. It's so in depth, and the voice acting in this is really, really
Hello?
great.
Can you hear me? I'm having trouble connecting. You need to get out of there now. Run.
This map also has a lot of fun VRChat references. And some cool decision making. And the best part about Backspace is that there is a Backspace 2. So if you do end up liking the first one, you get to play another one. Next on the list is Forest by BLG18. If you've ever played a BLG map, you know that they do not play when it comes to horror. Every single one of their maps, from the crypt to hole to forest, is insane. The monsters, the theming, the story, any of their maps that you play will be fantastic. But what sets Forest apart is its atmosphere. This map starts off with you just exploring a forest and wanting to make a campsite. But once you do, you realize how scary the forest can be. And guys, let me just say, I am the first one to admit that I am a little bit of a weenie. But this map traumatized me. It's like the perfect mix of terrifying but also fun. It keeps you intrigued the whole time. It has a really great story without having to use a lot of words to tell you what it is. And it has one of the best jump scares I've ever experienced. Okay, so those are my favorite maps. I did want to do some honorable mentions that I wanted to put on my list. One of my favorite older ones from 2021 is the PT Remake for VRChat map. That one's really fantastic and a classic. Pokopealand is another great one. It's not just a horror map, it's an amusement park, but it does have a small horror map built into it. They do update it, so sometimes the map gets like switched out. The one I played was horrifying, but the second time I went through it, it wasn't that bad. It was still really good though. Milya Paradox is another great one. But if you guys are looking for maps that are less scary and more old school fun type, I recommend Starlight Hotel and Invasion. Those are both the same creator and way more chill horror. Or not really chill, but funny. I would say fun horror. Anyways, if you like this video, please let me know by liking or commenting. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Check out my Fiverr if you ever want to play a game with me. Even horror, I'll do it all. And if you have any scary maps for me to play or ones that I missed, please let me know. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I've probably played all of VRChat's horror maps. I do have a couple in my backlog for me to go through every single week. Yeah, so just let me know if you agree with this list, if you've played any of these, what your favorite horror map is, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!